Welcome into round number 16 of the 2019 MotoOption Supercross Series here in MX Simulator. We are in East Rutherford, New Jersey for the penultimate round, and boy oh boy do we have an exciting race on hand for you fine folks tonight. With just 2 rounds left in the series, the championships are going to be decided potentially tonight, and we got a lot to talk about. Of course, I want to first introduce my co-host, as always, on the broadcast team here tonight, the 2012 250 East Supercross champion, Mark Zeidler. How you doing tonight, Mark?
Pretty dang good, man. I am super excited to see some racing action going down on this excellent track that we just got. Brand new track this week, unlike last week where everyone had all sorts of time to practice. So definitely going to expect to see some things mixed up. Very technical, challenging track tonight as well. Cannot wait to see how it all unfolds, see if we can wrap up a championship or two.
Indeed, we're going to keep an eye on those championship scenarios tonight, as I'm going to go ahead and pull up our qualifying times real fast here. 450 class, Jack Haley, your points leader on top, 55.2, Seabolt 55.4, Leclerc 55.5, and everybody else 56 and behind. Of course, Jeremy Smith still in this championship hunt. He was 7th fastest, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him. Going over to our 250 East results, it was Zoe Cross on a 57.8, out-qualifying everybody by about a half a second. Logan Leitzel 58.2, Dickerson, your points leader, on a 58.5, Lang 59 flat, and Carpenter on a 59 flat as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at our standings coming into this one, as the 450 championship, again, could potentially be wrapped up tonight with a good night out of Jack Haley. Currently leads those point standings by 16 points over Jeremy Seabolt. So Seabolt's going to try to keep the championship alive going to Vegas. Obviously, Smith, as I said, only 2 back of Seabolt. And in our 250 East region, Dickerson well and truly out front with a 22-point lead over Colby Eagland. We're going to look to see whether or not he can wrap up the championship here tonight in East Rutherford. And we're going to get going racing right here, hot and heavy for you guys, as heat number 1 out there on their parade lap right now. Let me pull this guy up real quick. There we are.
It's only game.
Oh, Little Minter 1 just subscribed with a Twitch Prime. Thanks, my dude. Appreciate it. Should have a new emoji this week, as Alex Efforts also dropped it in the chat.
I'm going to be spamming it all night, I got a feeling.
I think so. Maybe we got to have a reason for people to hit him with the fat.
If I take a drink, you guys just go ahead and hit that fat.
Got to hit the fat in chat.
Yeah, if I take a drink.
That, of course, is our lovely co-host.
So we're already 2 fat emojis in. Let's get going here.
Mark Zeidler. That is his awesome face, which JLV has used several times in as a what are they called? Billboard files on the racetrack.
As an official in the tower for many years.
An official in the tower as well for many years, standing side by side on the track. So good to see that we got the Mark emoji all figured out. And we're set to go racing here in East Rutherford. 250 heat number 1 on the gate. And we are underway here tonight. As look at Dickerson immediately jumping out to a huge hole shot into the first corner, beating out his teammate there, Neil Wells, from the outside. Copeland comes through in second. And this very interesting start sequence where they come over the backside of a berm and continue on. As you mentioned, Mark, very interesting racetrack tonight. Very similar to 2014 Atlanta, but a little bit longer lap times for a football stadium, as we're closer to the 1-minute range tonight. How do you think these guys are going to approach it?
Well, not too undifferent from last week, but definitely the technical layout. Nice peak at jumps this week. Definitely back to the checkers style of track. And I think it's going to really benefit. Obviously, the 250 East guys are used to it, but I believe on the 450 class we saw that Jeremy. What the hell's his name, anyways?
Seabolt?
Definitely flourished more on the checkers tracks versus the Barrington tracks. Right,
exactly. So we'll keep an eye on how Seabolt does. What we're looking at right now is an absolute epic battle for this 2 spot, as Zoe Cross just puts Dylan Gatlin on the ground, but Eric O'Connor had initially cased the double across the start line. Cross landed on him. About 4 or 5 riders got stacked up. So it's a huge lead already for Dickerson out front as everybody tries to settle in.
It's only game.
And Cross, your fastest qualifier, wants to try to run down your race leader and get a better gate pick for the main event if he can. Obviously, long ways to go. Thank you, A. Piccione. 127, I think. Piccione.
Amateur all-star.
Indeed. Very
We were
fast
doing
amateur rider in this
early
game.
in the year.
Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it, my dude. Looking through the field here, going back to Connor Wells, who holds down our final transfer spot. Number 202 on the bike, but number 203 in your program book here, as he has about a 5-second gap over Rogan McIntosh. Kyle Carpenter, your 5th fastest qualifier, also outside looking in, so he's going to want to try to charge forward here on the 708 ride. Going to have to get through Rogan McIntosh to do so. And already we're seeing, Mark, these guys really struggling on that big double across the start straight, really all over the track. These 250 guys maybe not getting the same level of drive as the 450
huge
guys.
props to the number 37 and Brian Kelly running 8th place right now, riding a Honda dyno. Not something you see very often, as Kellen doesn't even have a model.
It's true. I just got the stock Honda model, but you know what? It looks good out there, I'll tell you that much. Oh, and over the bars goes Kyle Carpenter at the exit of the whoops. He had just moved into transfer spot. Now he is going backwards and loses that to Dylan Gatlin. So he's going to have to charge back forward. Thank you to Nathan Zaworski, YZM Extra 608, by the way, who just donated $6.90. Nathan is also in the chat with us here tonight, and I assume he's going to be dropping some hot business on us at some point during the racing action that we have on track. As Gatlin goes through the front door, he's down before the finish line jump.
Dropping some drops.
Dropping some drops.
Kind of disappointed your donation text is so small. Your comment text.
Yeah, I gotta actually, you know what? Now that you mention it, Nate, I will expand that comment text to be a little bit bigger next time around.
So my comment was do shots, but you probably didn't see it.
Ah, mate, I'm not doing shots tonight. I already cracked the beers.
You know, guys, we're in for a wild night because I'm actually on the Twisted Tea again.
Wow.
Fair warning.
Tea.
Fair
And you
warning.
know the
I've
rule,
had a
Nate. Beer before liquor. You've never been sicker.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
One bourbon, one shot, and one beer. That's all I'm really, I'm living that life.
Working on 4 minutes into this 6 minute plus 1 lap heat race. It is still your points leader, Isaiah Dickerson.
Very comfortable out front.
23.8 second lead right now.
In a heat race.
Yeah, I would say he's feeling pretty happy about his chances of clinching the title here tonight. Coming in with that 22-point lead. He basically just needs to win and have Eaglin finish 3rd or worse, and Dickerson walks out of here as the champion without even having to deal with the showdown issues that could persist in Las Vegas next week.
Either you two fellers or anyone in chat remember the first year of San Manuel band of Mission Indians, James Stewart's Anaheim, 1 or 2 or 3 wheel top in the triple section. James Stewart in the heat race, leading by 97 seconds, and just grenaded himself.
That sounds like something Stu would do, but I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Wheel tapping and then killed himself in his first year?
Yeah. It was like a kind of like a triple thing. I can find the video on YouTube, I'm sure, but
what year is this?
It's like one of his famous crashes.
Are you sure it's his first year with San Manuel in 09?
It might have been the second one. But
I was gonna say because he won like
he had
9
2 first years though, because you got the first year in 09, and then you got the first year on the 2010 new style backwards engine Yamaha, which was also spectacular.
But then 2010 he tore his ACL or something at the second round or whatever he did, and tried to race the 3rd round, but then called it a season after that. So yeah, you must be talking about 09, I'm guessing, but I don't remember him crashing.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm opening up YouTube.
All right.
We'll find it. We'll share it in chat. Yeah.
Well, Hoffman's saying
this heat race.
But I know that
race. No, that wasn't a wheel tap attempt.
Yeah, Daytona was different because Daytona he was hopping the wall.
Yeah. With his pinky finger in his ring finger inside his glove.
And then he came out of the corner at the far end of the circuit and leaned back and literally wheelied over the first jump and went over the bars there. See, I know that's not what Mark's talking about. I feel like I know what you're talking about, Mark, but I don't remember if it was his first year because he finished 19th at the opener after him and Reed crashed, but then he won the next 8 races. And so I don't think he would have, even if it was in his heat race, I don't think he would have crashed and not won the main
Was it? It was 2010 when he got landed on my partridge at Phoenix.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
Yeah. My recommended videos are all messed up.
Well, Isaiah Dickerson has taken us all the way to the flag here. He is lapping into the transfer positions at the moment right now. P9 is already a lap down, and it's not too far before P8. McIntosh here may also go a lap down. So everybody's just trying to kind of settle in here.
Here we. It's 2012.
2012. Okay, so yeah, when he's on JGR then, not on San Manuel.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's had a lot of first years with Yamahas.
Correct. Yes. But I
Got the
do
link
know
in
what
chat.
you're.
Even though Nightbot's gonna scold me, I got the link in chat. For
I
you
do know
guys.
what you're talking about. Then out of the first rhythm, he was doing like the tire tap, like 3 line, but he totally yard sailed in the heat race. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. All right, Isaiah Dickerson brings us to the finish line jump, wins heat number 1 here in the 250 East region at East Rutherford. Dylan Copeland has second, pretty much locked up. Gable third, Cross in fourth, Carpenter all the way up into fifth. Brandon Holmes is 6th, Gatlin in 7th, a lap down, 8th for McIntosh, and 9th, Eric O'Connor. I was chatting with him earlier. First time trying, makes it into the main event here at East Rutherford out of the heat race. So good job, Eric. Watch these
I
battles
was just
coming
gonna
down.
say that last rhythm these guys got lapped there, and Niner went down in a long rhythm there, so you lost the transfer and 8th lap to go, 4th lap to go.
Oh, and then he got it back.
Got it back.
Well, yeah, O'Connor. you
O'Connor.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
Eric, yeah.
Yeah, you're confusing me, Nate. There's a Connor Wells and an O'Connor on the racetrack. So.
Yeah.
We're just gonna call him all Connor.
I still want to have a lot of Jeffs on the track so we can be. It's Jeff followed by Jeff and then Jeff.
Kellen, that was supposed to be a surprise for Vegas.
Oh man, everybody's gonna be Jeff.
Just Jeff.
So we have Dickerson,
Jeff with the whole
Copeland, Gable, Cross, Carpenter, Holmes, Gatlin, McIntosh, and O'Connor going out of this heat race here. Heat number 1 of the 250 East region.
Well, I'm just waiting for mate, as I said.
A little disappointment there for Brian Kelly after I was hyping him up for riding the old Honda Dyno. Falling just short.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. He'll be back. I think he's got a good chance in the LCQ. Looks like we got 32 riders, so we're going to have at least, some sort of excitement in the LCQ.
And thank you, by the way, Alex Efforts, for the 420 biddies. I know we just had 420 pass, so jump boys. And yeah, he says, "Am I right, Mark? Skull your drink."
Skull my drink?
Yeah, I guess skull your drink. So just bottoms up.
Oh, got it. It's a fucking twisted tea, guys.
Sounds like it's perfect for chugging.
There's a man in
It
the
was
spec
halfway gone
tower.
already.
Alex Effort says there's a man in the spec tower. Is it going to be John Gallagher?
I'll spec it out, man.
Well, you're gonna have to travel over there, Kellen.
I
Let us
will.
know.
I'm going to do that.
I don't feel like picking up my controller, bro. D Mills out here in heat race number 2.
Wow,
For some
only
excitement
14
out of him.
guys in this one.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
Disproportionate heats. 16 in one, 14
no,
in another.
16 was myself.
Was it?
I told you guys I had a few twisted teas before we started.
Yeah, we
You know
got
how I get.
Jacob Hubbard, Tyler Lang, Roy Mitchell, Nielsen, not sure who that may be, Alex Heckman, Daniel Mills, Chandler Bloxham, Trent Adams. I'm about to look at all of them here in just a second. Oh, Jenna Tools for... you didn't sub, though. You followed, didn't you? And I also got to do something else. Yeah, you followed, Jenna. Thank you, by the way.
Is it Jenna with an H?
Jenna. What was it that you wanted me to do, Nate?
I'm so confused.
Exactly.
What did that
About the
mean?
text being bigger. For something or
Oh,
other.
right. Okay, yeah. Let me take care of that real quick.
I didn't really follow what he was after either.
No, your comments when you donate.
I know. I'm making
Yep.
making the whole thing
Try to
bigger.
explain
now,
it
so
some more.
it'll take up more of the screen just for you, Nate. Don't worry. We got it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, let's go see who's in the scorer's tower. Oh!
No, just kidding.
Nope.
I still got to try to get there.
Go for it.
Can I make it? And then we'll watch the start from the scorer's tower. It's gonna be John Gallagher, and he's a Race Factory official tonight, folks. Let's see who's gonna get this whole shot.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Daniel Mills. What else is new?
No, looking like Tyler Lang.
Oh,
Heckman.
Mills.
Adam Heckman able to survive, come out second.
So yeah, Lang comes out with that whole shot. Alex Heckman right there in second. Roy Mitchell third. Trent Adams fourth. Dylan Burrell in fifth. So really spread out here early. We saw Mills go down in the first corner. Logan Leitzel currently in seventh. Just a couple of the heavy hitters here early on. So it's Lang leading Heckman. The battle already trying to commence for the lead as Heckman's putting the pressure on.
Heckman looking very 1950s tonight. Maybe even goth a little bit. Is he emo?
I don't know.
I
He's
can
got
see him
the
with a little side-swiped hair.
silver rims, black hubs.
Red,
Quite the
red
mix.
accents. I mean, that's full goth mode, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
A little more black. I mean, and a little too much white for
Definitely
me.
a heavy metal fan, probably like
But
Slayer.
definitely emo. Definitely has dyed black hair, swept to one side.
Has at least 3 or 4 piercings in one ear.
Possibly a lip piercing.
Yeah.
Piercing. Oh, look out. Tyler Lang making a mistake here, but he's almost going to get onto the table.
Heckman backing him up with a mistake of his own.
Yeah, Alex Efforts brings up a good point in chat. Gallagher getting that black flag ready. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more penalties here tonight with John Gallagher as being our race official. As Heckman had her go at Lang, but Lang was able to fend off the challenge, and then Heckman went off the racetrack, so it's kind of simmered now out front.
Wisely backed out after he took a good long look at John Gallagher up in the tower. Realized he... Oh! Heckman
I'm out.
with a light get off.
Gonna get back going, still ahead of Trent Adams there, but he's
Whoa!
lost some time. And now he's
How
off
long
the
you
side
gotta
of the
go on that
track.
triple?
Got to be careful not to accelerate off the racetrack. John Gallagher will immediately disqualify you if you do so. Trent Adams trying to give chase to Heckman. Further back, we got Trey Moore on the 322 right now. He's in 4th spot, looking comfortable and maybe on his way to a main event here tonight. Roy Mitchell, Sean Smith, Logan Leitzel all duking it out here in the 5, 6, 7 positions. Oh, Leitzel almost right into the back of Smith there.
Bit of a struggle here for Leitzel after winning the opening heat race of the season.
Oh, and he's
Picking
up into
that
the
up.
bales.
I know that he was good the first night, though.
And he's
Oh,
one of those
well,
guys. Oh, as he
there it
goes
is.
down. He's trying to be a spoiler tonight for Isaiah Dickerson to keep this thing going to the end. By the way, here's Jacob Hubbard.
Oh, we missed
Subscribe
him.
to Call Me Carson. So he's repping some YouTuber out there tonight. Right now, Daniel Mills has just moved his way around. Jacob
I feel like
Hubbard
we've
is-
seen a horse already, though. I mean,
They-
it's a different horse, but
It is a no. I think it's the same horse. It still says 42.
oh, the same horse.
think the-
I thought the last one was bigger. This looks like a smaller horse.
That's perhaps. The Minecraft character, it's all kind of the same stuff, but he's just put new things on there. He's given
Yeah,
a
we're
chase
gonna
to.
need
Daniel
more
Mills
effort
here.
out of you, Jacob. I know you say that you're leaving the community for next year, but I have complete faith that he'll be back and step up his game because this is totally half-assed and this is not acceptable.
Ooh, riders down. That was the 270 of Roy Mitchell, and we have Leitzel hopping through the whoops as Mills is going to get a couple spots and then get taken down. Leitzel puts him down. Very interesting move out of Leitzel as Mills is trying to go around the outside.
They used to have mad love, now they got bad blood. Sorry, fucked that one up.
So Mills drops back to the 11th spot. He's going to try to get around Dylan Burrell and does so by tripling on by. Next up, they're going to have to get Mitchell to go into the main event. And
Can I remember
Hubbard's-
the office chair?
I remember the office chair. I remember the vending machine. I believe it had a dildo on the bottom of that, didn't it? Or
Did anyone ride the Woody?
That was a boxcar racer.
oh, the
thing.
boxcar racers, yeah.
Racer, yeah.
That was the one that had the dildo, right?
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
Yeah.
Mike.
just box racer, I think is what Mikey called him.
Yeah.
The tree would be a good one to bring back.
I like the guy's name that just followed me. It's Force Kens. So if you say it really quick, you can get a lap out of that. All right, back up to the front. Alex Heckman has gone to the sharp end of the field here. So maybe that emo look you were talking about, Mark, really working out for the 292 here tonight. Not doing the double across the start either.
Definitely letting some of that anger out on the track right now.
Trent Adams trying to run him down out of the 2 ride. And these 250 guys continue, as we saw Heckman, to struggle to clear that double across the start straight. Trent Adams has the rider going sideways across the track in front of him. Oh, and he's going to slide it down as Tyler Lang slides back into second.
Seen a lot of slides outs. Fuck me.
Slide outs.
Mark, you haven't even drank that much yet.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. I got off work early, and I did some socializing before I came here.
All right, well.
Yeah.
Socialize.
But yeah, I've seen a lot of slide outs coming out of the bowl corners tonight. Either the guys are having to be extra aggressive to jump the rhythms coming in, or there's maybe a little chop shaping up out of those ruts or berms, catching them off guard.
Yeah, we'll see whether or not when the road develops a little bit better, these guys are able to get better drives to do some of these big jumps like the double across the start straight. But right now, as you said, they're getting caught out by these corners. Heckman trying to hang on to the lead, though, and OJing a little bit. Tyler Lang trying to close it down. Trent Adams still in third. Hubbard all the way up to fourth now. Leitzel making the move on Roy Mitchell to go into fifth. Seventh for Sean Smith. Eighth for Joey Nielsen. And ninth for Daniel Mills. So Mills continues to go forward, then backwards.
Hubbard definitely whipping that horse's ass real good towards the end of this race. Getting him to get a little extra drive late on.
Battle for the final transfer spot is on right now as Dylan Burrell on the 141 is trying to run down one of the oldest MX Simulator players out there, Daniel Mills on the 35. Ooh, Mills a little crossy on the triple. Look at Burrell trying to have a run at him in the whoops here. Mills going to shut the door, but this is not over yet.
Are we pronouncing his name right?
Whose name? Daniel Mills?
No, Dylan.
Oh, and Mills is going to go.
What a
I
save.
thought he went down. And now going down was Joey Nielsen, and Burrell goes off the track. So Fry is going to try to get around Nielsen, and he does that. So he's going to move himself up into a transfer spot right now as Nielsen trying to get back going. They all are not wanting to get lapped here by Heckman, who is right in the mix and on his way to another heat race victory here.
I'm going to argue his name was Dylan Burrell.
Burrell? Well, that's just because you live on a
Burrell
street. Yeah, geez, Nate. Here's Alex Heckman, though.
Oh, you can't tell everyone where I live? Jesus.
Taking the win. Nate, nobody even knows what state you live in, much less
Nate, no one wants to come
Canada.
visit you. They're afraid they're going to get murdered.
Canada,
Don't worry.
man. So Heckman takes the victory. Trent Adams is off the racetrack. What has happened? Oh, no, Tyler Lang is in his second, so we lost Lang in the mix there. But now, Trent Adams comes across in third. Jacob Hubbard looks like he's got fourth. Mitchell fifth. Leitzel sixth. Smith seventh. Mills eighth. And Tyler Fry is in ninth, but Joey Nielsen's trying to run him down.
Fry keeping her safe in the last couple of rhythm lanes here. Joey Nielsen giving her the beans here.
Oh, he's going to jump off the racetrack.
Fry. Gonna have to double in the middle. Triple in the corner. The outside. Oh, we're on board with Nielsen. My bad.
We're on board with them, taking a look at if he can close it down, but Fry is going to go through the final corner and head to the main event. Nielsen's going to fall 3.2 seconds shorts, and cuts are going to solidify that one. So it was Fry, Mills, Smith, Leitzel, Mitchell, Hubbard, Adams, Lang, and Heckman going to the main event.
And now cue Heckman gloating about his heat race win. Go.
Well, you know, it's just we breed the best riders here at SYS FamMX Racing, really.
You can't do that, dude.
Alex, how do you feel about that heat win?
It was, honestly, I didn't notice I had the lead until the last lap.
So do you feel any happier now, or do you still feel angry at the world?
Well, I feel good, but the game is lagging so bad.
Did your hair get in your eyes at all during that race win?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Here.
No, but the stuttering, I didn't notice it Like it got gradually worse as the race went on.
Did you suck on your lip ring at all during that heat race?
And did it taste like nickels?
No, sir.
Okay, good.
So respectful for an emo kid.
Okay. Few
Poor
marks
guy.
saying I didn't get first
Poor
or
guy.
second in the main.
Poor guy. No, I'm not even going to pressure you. I feel bad for you. You obviously you think the world hates you, so
Hey, what the
I'm on
heck?
your side tonight.
John
What happened
Gallagher
to John
disappeared.
Gallagher?
He's gone. Who's he yelling at? Where is he? He must be talking to a
He's on the
rider.
track.
He's over here talking with Trent Adams. I think he's giving Trent a piece of his mind. Has someone found John Gallagher? John Gallagher on the loose?
That's all. That's all.
Race Factor Gaming calling John Gallagher to the booth, please. John Gallagher.
You think Heckman at all knew what we were talking about with the emo jokes?
No, not a
was-
clue.
I mean, I was on my own level here, clearly, but like always.
Now
So,
now he probably thinks that we all think he's emo.
Yeah, sorry guys. Everyone in chat was with me as well. If you're listening later, Adam Heckman. Everyone in chat also thought you were emo. The live chat. You can't review it later to
Yes,
read
you
it,
can.
but definitely. No, you can't.
What are you talking about? If you load up
What
Twitch,
the
it
hell
replays
just
chat.
happened?
You can't. No. It's say it's like a secret, hidden, private live chat. You can't read it. So yeah, just you have to take my word for it that everyone in chat hates you, Adam Heckman, and thinks you're emo.
Oh, okay. I wasn't picking up what you're throwing down there for a second, Mark. I was completely
Thanks. I'm
lost.
glad I got my point across. Whoa, full gate here for the 450 class heat races.
One lap to win it.
So speaking of one lap races, did anyone catch the end of the stream last week when I won the one lap race?
I caught it.
All right.
All right, just making sure. So I mean, basically, moral of the story: SYS TV presents one lap Royal Rumbles after the 450 main event. I am undefeated.
But we all know that Nate is always the victor in those.
Clearly, I finished first place, so I'm undefeated.
Yeah, but Sween said YZ takes the victory.
Do you have a drop to prove
YZ takes the victory.
See? Told you.
It's true.
Hey, let's go find John Gallagher. Is he in the booth again? We need to figure out this. This situation is getting a little bit rampant here.
Just
Where
85,
is
this is
John
450 heat
Gallagher?
race number 1.
He's not in there anymore.
What the
He's the
kind of
ghost
sorcery is
of,
this?
the ghost of John Gallagher's past. What has happened?
Look at the tunnel. Does the
Is-
stadium have a tunnel in it?
The
Is he
stadium
in the
has a
tunnel?
tunnel over here behind the
Is
podium.
there
But,
confrontation?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not a tunnel.
I'm looking for. Maybe he's yelling at Vince Freeze again or something. I'm not sure.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys get this whole shot while I stock up on liquor.
All right, here we go. It is time to go racing here in the 450 class at East Rutherford. 450 heat number 1 on the line. Jack Haley trying to clinch a championship tonight. Let's find out if he can make it out of this heat race as the gate is down. Look at Haley with a huge jump out of the inside. Drag race on Leclerc. Batchelor from the outside, but it's going to be Haley who controls the corner and comes out with the lead. It looks like Leclerc may have
Haley
tipped over.
triples in off of that. Wow, I haven't seen that yet.
Leclerc tipped over in the first corner. We got contact in the second corner causing some havoc. And I don't mean the man himself. But Batchelor now finds himself in second. Austin Eklund is in third. Hunter Porch up there in fourth. Last time we saw Hunter Porch, he just barely missed winning a main event. Lost it on cuts. Oh, and he's going to lose it off the side of the racetrack here. And a lot of riders going by. That is not where you want to go down on the first lap of the race. We'll go on board now with Chase Blakely, who is in our final transfer spot and behind a huge group of riders here on lap number 1.
What does Haley need tonight to get it?
Needs a couple things to happen. For one, he's 16 up on Seabolt, 18 up on Smith. So he needs to win the race and Seabolt finish 6th or worse. And he clinches over Seabolt. And Smith would need to finish, I believe, 8th or worse, with Seabolt 6th or worse, and a Haley win. I think that's correct math. It was quick maths. I'm not sure if it was correct maths.
He needs 9 points. That's what he needs.
No, he needs 10.
Oh, Leclerc.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I
The match
didn't
out
count
there.
for brand spanking new point system from 3 years ago.
Field of view for third person is 110, the stock game third person view. Chase Blake
Patrick had a rough few corners there. He got passed by Leclerc before the finish line, and washed out before the double, and had to fall off.
Who was
look at
back
Jeremy
to 10.
Smith putting Jack Haley on the ground after the whoops.
Dang, they used to have Mad Love, now they got
and
Bad
Haley
Blood.
gets
Nailed it this time.
There it is, Mark. So Haley gonna have to regroup here. Still in a transfer spot, but has a little bit of work to do to get maybe a better gate pick out of this one.
I think he'll be all right. Plenty of time left on the board in this heat race.
Whoa, and then is that Daniel Batchett going backwards on the racetrack there? Oh my.
Now, I caught a glimpse on your screen here, Kellen, of Lit Kit contender, Black Bike.
Daniel Batchett?
Was it Bachelet? Yeah, definitely right there.
Yeah, he
Going
was
for a
in
Lit Kit
second,
award this week.
but going backwards awful quick.
Nice, clean-looking setup.
Well, you'll have to talk to the people that do the kickstart each week. They determine lit kit.
Yeah, I got a lot of pull with people within the community, so I'm sure I can.
Yeah.
Whoa, Alexis Leclerc out front in this heat race.
Yeah, he's gone forward for the first time in his career and has taken over the race lead.
Ouch. So you mentioned last lap that you said someone went backwards. You said this in qualifying. I think we're going to see in some race tonight. Someone's going to overcook that coming out of the whoop section there, the second whoop section, and go into the berm before the double across the start.
Now the question is, Nate, if they go into that berm, do they hit somebody?
Smith. Trying to get around Eklund for
I
third.
was implying that,
second.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, these guys are a little bit more skilled than me, so I did that probably at least 3 times, but you may not see it out of these guys. A little bit better.
Oh, these guys switching up lines.
Oh, and Smith goes around the outside and takes out Austin Eklund.
Smith also, salute to Smith running the Alt 2 gear. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate your patronage.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, Mark, in this one I do have a Honda model, but not in the last one.
Nate, get your crap together.
I think he might have made this pack, I don't know.
Mark, get your crap together.
Wait, what?
I only did his wheels that apparently don't work still.
Oh, this is my pack, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think
my
so.
pack that was made before that dyno came out.
Whoa, Leclerc with the 3 in,
okay.
and he's going to
There you
go down. Nobody I've seen yet has been able to clean
Whoa!
get that 3 in right there.
Yeah, 3 out with absolutely no run at it?
Yeah, it's Leclerc. I mean, he can seat bounce off of a curb.
It's the kind of shit legends are made out of.
Well, you ask a lot of people in the community these days, they tell me I'm an idiot for having Leclerc ranked as the 10th best rider of all time in this game, and we need to redo that list.
Think he needs to be a little higher up, huh?
That's what they
But he
say.
doesn't really, I mean, raw speed? Probably one of the fastest, right? But best riders, it's a different subject, you know?
Well, right now he's trying to handle some lap traffic going all through the sorts with these guys. Jeremy Smith giving chase. Blakely is third. Deering putting the pressure on fourth. This is a battle for third right now. And the 72 ride of Deering trying to work his way forward from a so-so start at the beginning there. Blakely holding him at bay though, and again still working through some lap traffic. I think that may be the 144 of Caden Speck that they're going by.
Jack Haley not having much of a recovery ride like I predicted he may.
Nope, still has Austin Eklund ahead of him, but they're going to go bar to bar over the double.
Oh, this is close.
Eklund's going to tuck to
Haley
the
around the
inside before the
outside.
triple and only double the Supercross triple.
Gee golly, that was exciting looking.
Whoa, Riders down! Riders down on the whoops as Speck goes flying through the
Oh.
screen. Somehow Jack Haley avoided that by crossing over in the whoops. Deering was the only guy on the lead lap that ended up going down as those Wild Side Designs riders kind of having a bit of a struggle here in this heat race. Now Deering is splitting them. It's Benny Landry and Caden Speck, 143, 144.
Haley goes down.
Splitting Ash Deering. Oh, and Haley, yeah, is gone down, so Deering's going to go right back through.
I sure hope this is a preview of Cooper Webb's performance to come this weekend.
Fortunately for Haley, he has some time to work with back to Sean Klein, who we have seen very little of this season. Oh, and just as I say that, Kyle Robb gets into the back of him and goes down, so Prokop's going to go by, as does Reed Young. And the 31 of Craig Richards. So everybody's going right on by Kyle Robb here. As the white flag has been waved, Alexis Leclerc working the last half of the lap here in 450 heat number 1. Whoa. Nose high on the jump there.
Extra style points. Tail slap.
So I was curious, in qualifying, I was able to go on-off, triple, quad, single in this rhythm, and I was really thinking that that would be a line that Leclerc could pick up on and do. Haven't seen him do it in this heat race. He's not going to do it in this heat race, but he will take the victory. So he crosses the line with a nice, easy win here in 450 heat number 1. Jeremy Smith looks like he's got second locked up over Chase Blakely. Deering fourth. Haley looks like he's got fifth. Eklund is in 6th, getting going from a crash there. Sean Klein coming through in 7th. Prokop is 8th, and 9th is Reed Young, as Richards was giving him a chase there, but he goes down. So if Reed Young can stay on 2 wheels, which is looking like it may be a rough road
That's going to
here.
be tough, yeah.
Oh, he's all over the place. He jumps back onto the track. Here comes Kyle Robb. Reed Young's going to try to triple down the inside.
Triples inside.
He's trying to shut the door.
They both double. Reed Young into the bills.
Final corner, Kyle Robb down the inside, plows him over the berm he goes, and Kyle Robb is going to the main event tonight in East Rutherford. Woo! And Young is going to go to that last chance qualifier, along with 250 West points leader Craig Richards, Ben Seberg, Brady Stanley. Yeah, let's get a fat and chat for that one. We got a takeout going on. Drop a fat and chat for that awesome takeout.
Shout out Sean Klein making his triumphant return, qualifying right out of the heat race to the main event.
Yep, good old Kleinsies. Will Whiteley, Bobby DeSell, Daniel Batchlett, Benny Landry, Caden Speck, Connor Holiak, and Hunter Porch all missing out. They're going to go ahead and go through the last chance qualifier if they can. We'll see who's going to join them in that LCQ in just a moment, with 450 heat number 2 coming up next. Come on, my people. Where's all these fat in chats? I'm not seeing many fats in chat.
Ah, man.
Just a fun fact that I saw stream chat from Chuck's before was that it's double across the start straight is the same length as a triple jump. It's just they run up and berm that makes it seem like it's a lot harder.
Keep talking. I'm getting a beer.
Hey, I think Kellen might be on a beer run, so I'm here for you. Jason85, nice job with the emotes. I like it. You're going to have to subscribe, guys. I mean, like, come on, just pay up. I know you guys want to see my beautiful face in chat, so it's worth the $5.
You had to be a subscriber for the
I think
beautiful
so.
face.
I was asked if I was a subscriber before I was allowed to preview it, so I just assumed. So coming up in this next heat race, we got the number 50 is Spencer Turley, backed by the Galaxy. Expect to see big things out of him.
Does he have any Guardians?
Colton Mitchell, gonna definitely crash. The video game, not his riding during the heat race, so that'll be fun to look forward to. We got the what the?
Everybody going straight on here.
Ryder's getting ejected on the start. I'm trying to figure out who got absolutely launched to the moon. Some poor son of a gun. James Ohashi, I believe, in the first corner, launched to the moon, bounced off the ceiling of the stadium. It's an outdoor stadium, so that might not be a true fact. And returned to the ground. Wow, that was exciting. Hope we get to see some of that in the real race.
So can we get an emote that has Mark's just to like cut out of Mark's Melissa shirt from that same photo?
I thought you were going to say cut out of Mark's driver's license photo.
Oh my god, that's a good one too.
Because that may be coming next. We'll have to...
Let's have like 10 different Mark emotes.
Yeah. I'm only allowed 3 until I'm a partner, but we'll find out once I'm a partner whether or not that happens. Let's find out who's going to win in this second 450 heat race as we are underway. And I looked at the right man on the gate. Tyson Fresquez, greatest rider of all time, to the corner first, but out of the corner it is Devin Davis.
DD got
Definitely
it.
going to be a gif of that one tomorrow, as I'll tell you what, Devin Davis ripped a great hole shot here in 450 heat number 2. Right behind him, Seabolt coming in. Whoa, really coming in, and down he goes. He lays it down. Craig Leake also
goes
down.
behind him too.
Oh, and then
Who
Wilcox
else
is
is up
down.
now?
More riders going down before the finish line.
Devin Ryan on that lid kit
Reno.
game. Although I gotta hand it to Fresquez, dude. Looking fresh to death out there.
Davis throwing it down out front right now. Trying to get away from Fresquez, who quads into the corner behind him. And Fresquez has always been pretty good in the whoops, but getting a little off kilter there. Thinking back to 2014 Atlanta, I could be wrong, but I believe Fresquez was on the podium that night. Byron Downen won the main event. Here's Fresquez looking inside on Davis. Oh, wow, gets into him and makes
With
a
a
pass
love
for the
tap to the
lead.
lead.
That's about the most contact I've ever seen in this game with nobody going down.
True, true. Mad props to the
Yeah,
greatest
so it's
rider of
down
all
there.
time.
Oh, and Davis gets cross-jumped.
What the hell was... Who was that? Devin Ryan
Ryan.
thinking there.
Devin Ryan with the cross-jump and takes out Devin Davis, and a lot of guys going down behind them now.
Devin on Devin crime, like clearly some bad blood. Maybe they used to have mad love, but now they definitely have bad blood.
The benefactor in all this is Spencer Turley, boner air Leclerc, the double across the start. He's up to 4th right now. And nearly jumping off the side of the racetrack as he's trying to hold off the man who sits 2nd in the championship standings. Jeremy Seabolt through the whoops to go. Look at Seabolt looking inside on Turley, and he plows him for 4th.
Oh,
They both get going as Gebhardt comes on through. And Seabolt's going to make that block pass right back on the 13 machine. Look at this grouping in the whoops right now. We got like 9 riders in a row here. Seabolt cross-jumping Gebhardt, going to lose a spot back. And now got to watch out as Devin Ryan's putting the pressure on Turley. And they're crossing through the rhythm lane. They're nearly rubbing number plates through this one.
gotta be careful. Devin Ryan will clean your ass out by cutting inside and just taking your line away while you're in the air.
Here's Devin looking inside with Davis closing up from behind as well.
I'd have to expect some more Devin on Devin crime to happen here. No way Devin Davis is happy
Not at all.
with the move that Devin Ryan put on him,
But
and as no one should be.
Devin can't really do anything crazy here, and I mean Davis, because he does have the Race Factor Gaming president right behind him right
Gebhardt.
now.
Getting
Oh,
some
and
crack.
Devin Ryan's going to go down off the side of the track in the whoops. So Davis goes through, Cohenauer, Janis, Gebhardt, and then Ryan gets going with Colton Mitchell trying to close it down from behind. Look at this absolute freight train of riders right here.
Well, I'm just waiting for mate, as I said.
So many riders in a line. As they hop through the rhythm lane. Different timing that time for Cohenauer as he's trying to tuck to the inside. He's going to actually lose a position to his teammate, Matthias Janis. And Gebhardt's trying to go through too as Janis and Gebhardt get together and go down. Turley trying to, just weaving his way through as Adam Holm has gone backwards. He's now in this mix. He can't jump the finish line jump, so Mitchell goes over top as Janis is trying to slice down the inside. We also got to look out for Clinton Martin, the Australian, in the mix here. And Holm's going to go nearly bar to bar with James Osamney. And Osamney's going down. Man, oh man, what a chaotic mix here. So let's reset things here for just a minute. It is 4-time Supercross champion Tyson Fresquez with a sizable race lead right now over second in points Jeremy Seabolt. Eduardo Simos, Dudu for short, back here sitting in third. The Brazilian rider has won several 250 races before. Trying to go to the main event out of this one here in the 450 class at East Rutherford. Devin Davis up to 4th. And Colton Mitchell has climbed his way up into 5th as he's made a few passes here. Janis back to 6th. Cohenauer is 7th. They're teammates. And Adam Holm right behind them as Devin Ryan holds down the final transfer spot. And right now, they're all comfortably in, but still battling amongst each other. Ooh, rider down. Is that Mitchell? That is Colton Mitchell. He's upside down in the berm. He's going to get going, but not before Logan Heagney and Thomas Wilcox and Walter Gebhardt all start closing it down. So this battle not yet over. Devin Ryan trying to keep Adam Holm honest here.
Fresquez magic manning his way around the track out front.
Whoa, yes he is. He is having some serious mountain man issues here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, otherwise a very impressive ride. Apparently he finally got the computer I sent him set up and ripping. It's just a joke,
It's
guys.
not the internet.
Maybe
Yeah.
this is the ghost of Tyson's championships catching up to him at this point.
So this is his Mormon internet catching up to him at this point.
Internet. Well, this is
exciting.
well. Now he's
Oh,
back.
there he is.
There he is.
Somebody turn on the light bulbs.
Looking real great out front in this heat race. I mean, I'm going to be in some real trouble if he wins tonight because I'm going on a bender.
Yeah, we got to celebrate a Fresquez victory if he does it again. Winningest Supercross rider in the game's history.
We're not talking Turley levels of bender here, but I would be buying drugs tonight if Turley won, that's for sure.
I'd be
Callum, when was Tyson's last one? Outdoors or indoors? I don't know. Either one. Or both.
I believe his last win.
You can just do year
2017
stats.
Toronto.
2017? Okay.
Whoa! On some downed riders here. Is this the, I believe this might even be the last lap.
Yes, it is, as Fresquez works his way to the finish line here on the last lap of the race. Bringing it down to the line right now is Fresquez. Oh, but he's going to go down. Is he going to hand over the lead? Siebold into the final corner. Look at Fresquez to the inside, and Siebold takes it over the line. Fresquez is going to have to settle in for second.
Comes Dudu Simons. Bringing home the third place finish. Followed up closely by Matthias Janis out of the Great White North. Adam Holm brings her home fifth. Konauer seventh. Devin Ryan eighth after cleaning out Devin Davis early on, like a tool bag. And Thomas Wilcox with the sick front foot wheel tap, bringing home ninth. Turley finishes 10th.
Wait, no, Turley.
Show in the LCQ.
Turley is showing as ninth for me.
I can't count, guy.
Okay, I was really freaking out because I went to Turley. I thought he was in 10th, but he is shown as ninth and going to the main event so long as he doesn't have more than 3.398 seconds of cuts, or else Walter Gebhardt will get around him.
I'm just waiting for mate, as I said.
Just to give you all an indication of Tyson Fresquez's really his sheer dominance over the years of this class. If I can share some stats with you fine folks for a quick moment. Tyson Fresquez not only has the most wins all time, if you combine second and third on the wins list for 450 Supercross in this game, they still wouldn't match his total. 29 wins for Fresquez over his career. Root and Smith tied for second on 14. Byron Downen on 9 and Jeremy Shipley on 8. So really, Fresquez has practically lapped the field in terms of race victories. Four-time champion. Will he add his 30th win tonight? Well, he's going to have to avoid last lap crashes like we saw in this heat race to do so.
Pretty impressive stat there, Kellen. Nice work. And hats off to Tyson Fresquez. Putting together all those dang wins.
Well, Siebold thus far has done his part in making it into the main event. Now he has to try to beat Jack Haley and do so by a fairly large margin tonight to keep his championship hopes alive. Obviously needs to saw off that 16-point lead as much as he can here tonight. But for Haley's sake, he's going to be trying to switch it the other way, maybe get a victory and really extend this points lead so it's not as dramatic going into Vegas. And after these heat races, Mark, where do you see it going here? Well, Mark
He's
doesn't have an
mid-beer
opinion
bong,
here.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
So,
Okay.
Nate, how about you? Who do you think has got the win here tonight in the 450 division?
Well, I don't think the title will be decided tonight. Things can go on to Vegas. Who will win? I don't know. To me, it's too hard to say. Waffle, right? But
Jesus, Nate, what are you, JT?
yeah.
Waffle,
I
waffle,
can't
waffle,
defend
waffle,
anyone. I
waffle,
can't.
waffle.
Yeah.
you're
All I'll
not
say is I
getting-
don't think the title will be decided in either class tonight.
Well, Nate, all I can say is I
it'll
hope,
go on.
I really hope you're not getting splinters from sitting on the fence so hard. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Sean Klein.
Humpty Dumpty.
What a silly question to ask. How much longer until Mark is wasted?
Mate, I think he's already there. Whoa.
Yeah, clearly you haven't been watching. Because put in work, son. I mean, I'm not. Do you think that I'm A-Wood levels wasted yet?
I like Alex's efforts though, responding to the Brazilians in chat by saying it was N miracle for sure. Proper grammar. Great stuff.
Saw that. I didn't realize there was a Brazilian thing going on.
Yeah.
He's dirty. Hence Brazil.
Correct. Anyway, 450, or I should say 250, last chance qualifiers on the gate, and they're off and running. I'll tell you what, someone is number 10 on the gate right now, and that is not going to make Sean Klein all too happy, as he is the man number 10. So I'm not sure what's
aggressive
going on
number
right
stealing
there, yeah.
going on there out of the
Logan May,
number
who is
10
actually
ride. Yeah.
he's going to go down here out of the first corner. He is not number
Clearly.
10.
Clearly has a lot of sponsors backing him though.
Tons of sponsors as
Ryan
man.
Kelly, you traitor!
Your guy, he was riding that stock Honda in the heat. Now he's on the Katoom. And he's getting away from everybody as they continue to crash behind him. Connor Wells goes down. Oh, and Dylan Burl gets landed on by Leroy Drum.
Jenkins?
Leroy, okay? Say it right.
Leroy Drum?
Leroy.
Or is it Leroy Drum?
Well, see, I'm a big Packers fan, so I know all about Leroy Butler. If there's two E's, you can say Leroy Jenkins, but it's not. There's only one E.
Alright, chums, I'm back. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. Oh my god, he just ran in. Save him. Ooh, Connor Wells has just did a 360 on the start straight there.
Style points, brother.
So, I may be naive here, but some people in chat said P1 Brian Kelly. He's running number 37.
That's
I'm
Ryan
assuming is that his
Mayhead's
number? Is that his number?
No, I believe.
Can he be DQ'd for running the wrong number?
Well, I think you would have to apply the same problem here to Logan May, who is running Sean Klein's number. I mean, technically, Nate, yes, by the rule book, they are allowed to. I don't know if it's disqualification, but there is a ruling that they have in the rule book that pertains to running the wrong number.
Reprimand them. They can be reprimanded.
Reprimanded, yeah. John Gallagher definitely going to get. I mean, as you can tell right
Where-
here,
where is he?
John
He's-
Gallagher. He's out.
is he
He's
hiding
out of the
somewhere?
tower already. He is going onto the racetrack right now. He is going to stop these men from running the wrong number on the racetrack. He is over this.
As we call into question the validity of riders' numbers, I'd also like to call into question Nate's statement of naiveness.
He has a nativity scene.
Naivety. I can't say it right now. Anyways, can you really say that you're a naive person if you've made out with a chick in a bar, like a crowded bar, that you just met?
I don't know.
I don't think you can anymore, Nate. You're not naive any longer. You've
You've
lost your naivety.
By the way, for what it's worth, Mark, Travis Hoffman does not see an issue with your question raised. So,
Good, thank you, Travis. I appreciate your.
Okay.
Nate is still allowed to have a nativity scene. So,
Alright, that's
I
good.
have a nativity. I'd like to see a nativity scene.
and yeah, Nathan James calls it a nativity scene.
Oh, it's a fellow Nate. It's okay.
Naivety. I can't do it right now. Sorry.
Anonymity. Onomatopoeia.
Hey, listen to this, guys.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
All right, let's see some more.
Enough big words.
Well, right now there is not a lot of dualies going on right now as Neil Wells working on a masterful last chance qualifier job as he continues to lead here. Brian Kelly holding down second, not for
the
long.
stars from heat race number 1, really.
Dylan Burrell going to make the pass, but Kelly's trying to get him back.
Where is there?
Trey Moore also right there in the mix. And we got to keep an eye.
Coming up short.
If Connor Wells can make it through here, trying to fight his way up to Trey Moore right now. His skins are like, I can't figure out what's wrong with his skins. It's like, something went on here.
Got the wrong model, I think.
No, he's crashed. He's crashed. He's gotten up from a crash.
His jersey's ripped.
Torn.
It's ripped so hard you can see clean through his body.
Right through him. He's missing his spleen out there.
He's gonna make the pass on Trey Moore. Goes down.
We're tough.
Trey Moore goes down. He's face backwards. And he's gonna have to get going. So right now it is Wells, Burrell, Kelly, and Nielsen in the transfer positions.
Little Pedro, this is pro. You are correct.
Trey Moore going to try to run these guys down, and Connor Wells, ripped jersey and missing a spleen all. He is going to try to fight his way forward as well. He's going to get around Brian Kelly, who was down, but he's going to go down himself. Connor Wells with a yard sale at the end of the straightaway there. Clean up on
Connor
aisle
Wells,
1.
brother, all you had to do was just ride around, not crash. But he's got the rider model for it, so.
A lot of guys not clearing the double, and Trey Moore cases it hard.
It is what it is. Let the dice fall where they may. We can't work on Vegas puns yet, can we?
Not quite. We're still in East Rutherford. You can talk about large building.
Do you guys know what stadium this is? Is this MetLife Stadium where they had the Super Bowl 3 years ago?
Probably. I don't know. I don't pay
Oh my God! Really?
Are we in New York or New Jersey?
New Jersey.
New York. New York.
New Jersey.
Don't you dare say New Jersey.
New Jersey.
This is the New York Supercross in
New
MetLife Stadium.
Jersey.
They have the Super Bowl here.
East Rutherford, New
York.
Jersey. Neil Wells is going to stamp his ticket to the
Kelly
main
down.
event, though. Oh, Dylan Burrell was down too.
That's yeah, okay.
Joey Nielsen going to go through. Burrell and Moore look like they are all headed to the main event.
Dylan Burrell out there doing it with the 141, representing Steve Bonerface proudly.
Brian Kelly not going through.
Steve Bonerface.
Connor Wells,
Bonerface.
Logan
That's a
May,
name I
Kyle
haven't heard
Howard,
of.
Alex Kerr, Leroy Drum, all not going through. See, Mark, all these people in chat are 95% dildos, but they're all saying New Jersey. And Andrew Maroney, who throws huge whips, also said New Jersey. So, I mean, we got to run with what he says. I mean, you just can't go wrong with someone who can get a real dirt bike upside down like him.
I can get a real dirt bike upside down as long as you count endos.
Yeah.
So, take that. I can't ride it out, but, you know, pretty good at half front flipping.
All those people in the chat room are 95% dildos.
See, exactly. See, and Maroney, he's even from New Jersey, you know?
Then he should know very well that East Rutherford, MetLife Stadium,
You can't do
where
this.
the New York Giants play. I think the New York Jets even play there as well. So, you know, take that.
But Mark, you can't do this, Mark. It's technically in New Jersey.
I mean, I just listened to Ralph Shaheen. When he says it's the New York Supercross and it's in New York City at MetLife Stadium where they played the Super Bowl, I have to take his word for
The
it.
Super Bowl or the Superb Owl?
Yeah, well, we can't say Super Bowl, so it's definitely Super Bowl.
Rick?
Rick?
You there, Rick?
Rick? My, at work, my Fastenals guy, his name is Rick. And he dropped off some shit today, some stuff, sorry. And it was wrong. So, like, as he walks by, because he dropped it off by my office, I asked for it, then he went and put away all the nuts and bolts. He comes back through and he walks by my office and doesn't say anything, and I just shout out, Rick! He turns around. He's like, "What?" And I'm just sitting there laughing to myself because it's hilarious. Thanks for enlightening me on the joke, by the way.
Ooh! If you look on this is Google Maps. If you look on Google Maps, they're actually laying dirt inside of MetLife Stadium as if they're preparing for the Supercross on Google Maps.
Oh, who dropped this knowledge on us? A.
Myself.
Maroney, look at you. You are representing New Jersey strong right now. And I'm about to open up Google Maps too, because I love searching New Jersey for Google Maps because I got a lot of experience searching New Jersey, scouring the maps for JLV's house. Anyone that was on that night knows. That week, really? I spent about a week trying to locate where JLV lived.
Was that the same week that Jason McNeil was calling Canadian hookers?
Potentially, yes.
Oh, that was funny.
By the way, I agree with Alex Efforts that this whole situation could have been avoided if we just called Randy Richardson, really.
Okay, I just opened up
want to get a motocross stuff.
I opened up Google's Maps, and it just
Google
says
Map?
Giants in the end. Google's Maps, get it right. There's no dirt in MetLife Stadium.
No, Brandon, no.
I see
Not
the
allowed.
Meadowlands Mile.
He's not your dad.
Not allowed, Brandon.
Banned from chat.
What?
Whoa. Chris says two-stroke. Where?
Who's on one?
Oh, I'm timed out.
It's Dale Mullins. The Aussie has come through.
A 125?
Is he actually on a two-stroke model? Nope. Oh wait, yes he is. Oh, look at that pipe, Nate.
He knows what's up.
He knows what's up.
Let's start. Warm up. Yeah.
Chris, you're such a liar.
Liar, liar, plants for hire.
So we had the two-stroke world championships. I'm so old.
Go to a Kellen. I'm up there.
I remember when there was a four-stroke world championship. Who's on a Suzuki out here?
I think Steve owned it. That's a mechanic.
Steve.
Kenny Smith.
450 LCQ underway here in East Rutherford. Craig Richards has a good start, and he takes out half of the field on the start straight by bumping into somebody.
And
Devin Davis run wide
and
and went down.
That's Dale Mullins on the 252 stroke.
Yeah, Mullins is up in the second spot right now, so good start out of the two-smoker. Gonna get passed by Hunter Porch here. But still trying to hang on. As right now, fourth is Walter Gebhardt, Clint Martin, Devin Davis, Reed Young, Will Whiteley, Craig Leake, Colton Mitchell, Josh Hamilton, Ben Seberg, Ritzler, Tiberino, Batchlett, Speck, Heagney, Stanley, Osamney, and Landry all coming through here.
Are you trying to rhyme?
Rider down. That was Richards out of the lead. And he's going to lose a transfer spot as Clint Martin goes into the final transfer spot.
Gebhardt was in the second. Flying by Dale.
Yeah, Gebhardt on a mission here. The Minneapolis Supercross winner from earlier in the season wants to go straight to the main event here in East Rutherford.
Straight? This is out of the LCQ, brother.
This
is the curvy line to the main event.
It's a slithery snake of paths to the main event.
Slithery snake.
Devin Davis on the march forward right now.
Oh, leader's down. Hunter Porch is down.
Hunter Porch has gone down with the race lead, promoting Gebhardt to the front. Oh, and look at this chaos. Oh my gosh, Davis down the inside is going to make the pass on Porch in the final corner, but Porch comes right back. And now Porch gets punted into Mullins, and Mullins goes down and takes Davis with him. And now there's a ton of guys coming through here. Oh, guys trying to jump the double, but someone's not doing it. It was Mitchell who didn't get it. Now there's 5 guys in the air at the same time over the Supercross triple.
And girls.
Oh, and that was Sabrina Ritzer going off the track. And Brina's over the berm.
She is over the berm. Play it, Nate. Go.
I don't have that one.
What?
So it is Gebhardt, Martin, Porch, and Mitchell in the top 4. Tiberino trying to march forward, as is Batchlett. We got a rider down in the whoops as Davis has to avoid them. And Speck's going to go down and take Davis with him. Davis gets stood up in the corner. He is absolutely fuming right now. So Mitchell trying to hold the final transfer spot. Got to make sure his computer doesn't go kaput again.
Fucker came out of nowhere.
Tiberino giving chase right now, as is Batchlet, and we have Porch not doing the double. Wait a minute, Colton Mitchell has made the pass on Hunter Porch, so Porch down to the final transfer spot. Tiberino trying to close it down. These two are teammates. So I'm assuming they're going to play nice with each other, but you never know.
This is stepbrothers, dude. We ain't gonna play nice.
Well, Tiberino had an opportunity there, and now he's going to get the spot as Porch lays it down. Got to keep an eye out for Craig Leak.
Surprised that Tiberino didn't get front end lap on that. They looked mighty close there.
What are you even talking about?
Oh, and Tiberino, little cross jump action. Now he's going to lose the spot again.
Or outside line.
Porch back into the final transfer spot, and he has Tiberino and Leak both chasing him down. Talk about symmetry. 997711.
What?
You just made my day, brother. Oh, feels good to be alive today.
Oh, look at this. Porch made a mistake, and Tiberino's trying to hold off Leak.
Leak with the square. He's going to get the run into the next corner.
Yeah, he's going to park him in the next corner. Look at Tiberino trying to square him off, but he just settles in. So Leak now trying to go after Porch.
See if Leak is able to porch him in the next quarter. Get it?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Because you said park, but he changed it.
Got it.
It's his name.
Ooh, Ryder coming back on.
Whoa!
That was Mitchell. Colton Mitchell has coughed up a transfer spot, so that puts Leak into the final position as Tiberino's trying to still give chase. Absolute chaos here in this 450 LCQ, and it's not over yet. Leak trying to hold off Tiberino here. And Hunter Porch still right ahead of them, so he can't be forgotten either. Tiberino getting a great drive in the whoops, gets right on top of him. Colton Mitchell still lurking in the background as well. He's on that white bike as Tiberino lays it down. And Leak gets a little sideways in the whoops too, but corrals it, so Mitchell's going to have an opportunity to try to close it down. White flag should be waving for race leader Walter Gebhardt, and it is. Clint Martin is still second, Porch is third, and then this battle as Leak nearly goes off the racetrack, so Mitchell trying to give chase, and Tiberino slides out in the background.
Mitchell gets by as well. That's a lap ramp, sorry.
Davis still trying to fight his way forward. He's up to 6th, but unless a catastrophe happens, which it might! Oh, I thought Porch was going to get landed on by Mitchell there. So right now, Mitchell in the final transfer spot. Porch trying to fight back. Getting a little off kilter in the whoops, though.
Yeah, I might want to check that. Colton Mitchell in the last transfer spot. Porch in 5th.
Yes.
Trying to survive.
And look at Mitchell. He's going to try to get Leak here. Whoa! Throws it down, and they get together!
Oh!
Leak goes down, but he's still on the bike. Porch is going to try to pass them both, but he cases the rhythm lane. Leak's trying to fight back at the end here. Oh, who's it going to be? Who's got the better line here? Look at Porch trying to jump over down the inside on Mitchell, and he plows him. They get together. Leak gets up, and Porch goes to the main event. He crosses the line in 4th, and Mitchell misses out, as does Davis. What the heck just happened?
Stuff.
Wow.
Wow, incredible. So yeah, that was I guess Porch trying to open the door, or I should say Mitchell trying to open the door for Porch to get by on his teammate. But they were both ahead of Leak. I'm not sure why Porch then would have thrown it down the inside of Mitchell there in the final corner. Either way, it worked out in Leak's favor as he was able to go from 5th to 3rd in the final corner. Porch ends up 4th. What just happened? Can we get a fat and chat again? I mean, oh my goodness, that was a crazy last chance qualifier. Hubbard trying to send it into the side of Porch. We still have to wait for cuts because they're only 4/10 apart from each other. So this could still change effect here in cuts. Just waiting.
What the hell just happened?
We're waiting for Caden Speck to cross the line here. Cuts are in, and it stays the same. In fact, Mitchell actually had 0.3 of a second in cuts. So it is Porch going through to the main event, along with Craig Leake, Clint Martin, and Walter Gebhardt. Wow. Anybody have an explanation?
Just given her, bud.
I get that Leake, I should say Mitchell passing Leake, trying to open the door for Porch, but then why did Porch throw it down so hard on the inside of Mitchell in the final corner if they were both going through? That's so confusing to me. If they're teammates, wouldn't they both want to go through?
Well, to me, it looked like he jumped inside to avoid being, or to avoid P5 cutting down or going inside of him. But maybe he just underestimated how much he cut inside.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
That's the only thing I can see is that he's trying to protect the inside, but like went too far and then ended up taking out third.
That's a good way to phrase it, Nate. Yeah. Man, wow. Incredible racing here in East Rutherford. Just to get into the dang main event, let alone we haven't even dropped the gate here on these main events, which championships could be decided right here. We're going to go ahead and pull up those point standings once again, if I can just do so now. Take a look at the fact that Isaiah Dickerson could be on his way to clinching the championship early tonight in this 250 East division. Up by 22 points and 26 points respectively on Colby Eagland and Logan Leitzel. So basically just needs to beat Leitzel to eliminate him from the championship. And if he beats Eagland by 4 or more points, he is your 2019 250 East champion. So we're going to find out right now whether or not that happens in East Rutherford with our 250 East main event on the gate. It'll be a good one. We got a versus PC one to watch. Nate, why don't you pick it out this week?
Let me alone in here. Let's say, well, let's do Roy.
All right,
Roy. Far inside.
Roy Mitchell inside on the 270s. Our versus PC one to watch. Let's go racing here in East Rutherford. It's Dickerson with a good jump out of the middle. He's trying to control the inside as Lang cuts him down into the corner. They're going to be side by side exiting, and it's Dickerson who crosses the line first to get the whole shot, and Lang goes down. Huge news right there for Lang as Leitzel puts a block pass immediately onto Isaiah Dickerson, and the battle is already on out front. Daniel Mills moves up into second. Actually going to try to take the lead now as Leitzel blew the corner. And Leitzel going to hang on here at the end of lap number 1. And look at Heckman throws it down the inside of Dickerson. So it's all kicking off, and we have just crossed the line at the beginning of lap number 1. It is Logan Leitzel leading, Daniel Mills second, Isaiah Dickerson in third, and Alex Heckman in fourth.
Wow.
Now actually Heckman is going to go through as they all case the jump.
Yeah. Looked like Heckman hit Dickerson right in that berm there. Caused a whole bunch of people not to be able to jump that double.
So Heckman wins the heat race and is trying to put the pressure on as Dickerson just puts him down immediately. Hard block pass for Isaiah Dickerson, putting the 292 machine on the ground. And one thing you can't do if you're going to win a championship is make enemies on the racetrack. So if Heckman is going to get lapped later on tonight, you can bet your sweet dollars that he is not going to make it easy on him.
I super enjoy how you just assumed Heckman would not recover from this crash and get lapped later.
He's getting lapped for sure.
Gonna get lapped for sure. So right now, Logan Leitzel leading this main event. Trying to get away. Didn't have a good start in his heat race. But obviously wanting to click another win off here tonight and stay alive in this championship, albeit a small chance that he can still win this title, being a full race distance down with 2 races left to go. But as it stands, he is still alive in this championship.
We got Kyle Carpenter in P3 here. It's not Paul's son, is it?
I don't believe it's Paul Carpenter's son.
Alright.
But it is Dylan Copeland's best
Yes.
friend, apparently. He runs Dylan Copeland's old number. He's on Team Copeland. So he's been doing a really good job in the few rounds we've been able to watch Kyle Carpenter here. He has been getting better very fast. And now finds himself inside the top 5.
Did he go through AMS, or he had to, right, to get a pro license?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely had to at some point, but I don't remember actually seeing his name that much in amateurs. I could be wrong. Dylan Copeland not able to get the jump there. Here's Jacob Hubbard with no rider model, but he's on the tricycle. We'll go on board the tricycle here for just a second. Get a great perspective what it's like having no suspension travel right now. A question for you guys. If the bike models looked like this in game, but the physics still worked awesome, would you play this game?
And let's be real here, they
Bike
basically
models
do.
don't make any sense, or what? I mean, first person, I don't think it really matters, honestly. Maybe the rider hand's not being there, but...
Typical. I play first person, everyone else needs to.
What's interesting about his bike here is the reflections look like it's the reflections from Anaheim 1. But we're in East Rutherford. I don't know how that works.
Well, it's, you know, John Gallagher
Oh,
is in the
that.
scorer's tower.
No, he's not. He's out of there
Oh, he
again.
was.
Where is he? Did he eat like a hooker or something and just
magic.
left the building, or what?
It must just be that he's yelling at somebody again, I'm sure. Tell you what, guys, this battle for the lead, we're not too far away from seeing it really come about here, as we're not even a third of the way through this main event, and Isaiah Dickerson is trying to climb his way up to Logan Leitzel. Already in the lap traffic, incredibly enough. We'll go on board with our points leader. Well, the race has been situated a little bit here. I know you guys said that this championship may continue going, but does Logan Leitzel run down, or I should say Isaiah Dickerson run down Leitzel here as he makes a mistake and goes off the racetrack?
Yeah, he ran off track there.
But does he run him down and win this championship tonight?
I mean, I'm not opposed to his odds. Leitzel is not proven to be the most consistent rider so far. Dickerson has.
I mean, I did say both classes are going on to Vegas, but
Oh,
maybe you're
bold
wrong.
claim, Nate.
Yeah, well,
Well, Leitzel
that's straight thinking, so...
trying to keep this thing alive to the best of his abilities. We'll keep an eye. Colby Eagland, I don't think even made the start here tonight. I don't think we remember seeing him in those heat races, so he has officially been eliminated from the championship as this gate drop has occurred. So it's really just Leitzel who has a chance of keeping this thing alive, but if Dickerson beats him, it's over. While we're taking a look here, we'll go ahead and go back through the field and find our versus PC. One to watch here is the 270 machine of Roy Mitchell.
Nate, you're not allowed to yawn. That's my job.
Roy Mitchell on the team
Well,
whip style ride here,
yawns.
formerly known as Big Asian Guy.
Big Asian guy. Did we ever figure out who Pigeon Hands was?
All I know is Pigeon Hands. Oh yes, I do know. It was
Yeah, sounds like you know.
no, I do. It's
That one guy.
I don't want to say Halverson because it's not Halverson, but it's a very similar name to Halverson. It's like
Albertson.
Albertson. No. I'll remember it. It'll come across my mind.
That's what you said last time.
Great radio, bros.
Great radio, bros. Oh my gosh. He used to always he used to always join 03 for like 3 or 4 years as the real doorknob. His name was like
I remember that.
oh my god, I can't remember it right now. I know his name, I seriously do, but I can't remember it.
Great radio, bros.
Yeah, exactly. Well, great racing, bros. Logan Leitzel continues to lead here in East Rutherford. No challenging yet from Isaiah Dickerson, but we have just crested the halfway point.
Great radio.
Let's go ahead and do a top 10 rundown as we have these guys all in the mix here. Brought to you by Taggart Designs, straight out of Temecula, California, and onto the side of your helmets. They'll paint the best custom lids for you, available on the market today. Hit up Taggart Designs for a new custom lid right now. It is Logan Leitzel of the Mad Cape Racing Ride as he's going to get around Roy Mitchell there. So the 26 machine leads. 25 by Isaiah Dickerson, your points leader for MV Films and perhaps championship elect here tonight. Sits in second. He's working his way through this absolute bonkers group of lap traffic right now. Kyle Carpenter, Tyler Horvath. That's the name. Tyler Horvath was Pigeon Hands, Gideon, whatever. Thank you, Dylan Love. I appreciate you more than you could ever know. That would have never let me go to bed tonight if I couldn't remember that. Oh, all right.
Huh.
Back to our run through the
I've
field.
never heard that name before.
Kyle Carpenter sits in third, 708. Team Copeland. And Dylan Copeland runs in fourth, his best buddy. Taggart Designs number 44. Fifth place, Jacob Hubbard. Pennywise's Tricycle Racing Co. Right now in that 5
Anyways,
spot.
huh?
I guess
Is this
so.
a clown
That's
joke?
a good band.
Daniel Mills runs in 6th for Taggart Designs, so really good night for taggers. We do a Taggart Designs top 10 rundown. 7th for Tyler Lang of Active Co. on the 18 machine. 8th for Alec Heckman on SYS FamMX Racing. 9th for Dylan Gatlin for BPC. And P10 is Neil Wells on the number 154 MV Films ride. And that has been a run through the field brought to you by Taggart Designs. Battle for the lead is slowly coming together once again. Gap down now to 1.875 seconds over the line this time by. Trent Adams sliding out right there in front of Dickerson, almost getting into the side of him was Dickerson. And this is really tightening up, boys. At the very least, as we run, Leitzel will keep this alive till Vegas. 23-point lead for Dickerson, so basically just needs to finish inside of the top 20, and he'll clinch the title at Vegas. But even making the main event on the night where the showdown is a part of the program is a tough cookie to try to crack. So Isaiah Dickerson would do himself a huge favor here by clinching this title tonight if he can come through and take this victory. Losing ground though. 101 flat to a 1 flat .2 last time by. Leitzel able to stretch it back out a little bit. Oh, Light's a little short on the triple there. Going to lose a little bit more ground. Down under 2 seconds once again. .2 seconds is the lead. Oh boy, it's heating up here in East Rutherford. Number 26 and number 25 in your program book, but number 1 and 2 on the racetrack. Oh, little mistake for Leitzel. He's not going to get the main rhythm. Dickerson goes 3-3, and he's going to end up side by side nearly. It is on with 3 minutes and a lap left to go. Battle for the lead. Oh, it is get nervous time right now for Logan Leitzel. Dickerson putting the pressure on. This would be the pass for the championship if he can get it done. Riders going down. They're able to avoid him. They're lapping the 79 of Gatlin, and there's the pass! There is the pass for Dickerson as he goes to the lead. Leitzel going to try to get him back in the next corner. He stands him up, and Dickerson is going to have to settle back in for second as we go back and forth here in New Jersey. And now Leitzel gets out of shape in the whoops again. They're going to cross, and Dickerson goes to the lead. What does Leitzel have to respond with as Dickerson shorts the on-off, and Leitzel back to the front?
For the championship, mind you.
And they're going to mistime the rhythm again. They're still side by side, nearly bar to bar at the end of the rhythm.
Rubbing number plates.
Oh, that's
Holy crepes, guy.
Different rhythm lanes here at the end as they cross the line once again. 2 minutes and a lap left to go. And the championship is on the line. Leitzel trying to keep it alive to Vegas. Dickerson trying to clinch it right now. Where does he make the move? Where is he going to look at? Trying to make this pass. Going to scrub down the triple and dive to the inside before the whoops. Nope, thinks better of it. Now nearly pulls alongside as they enter the whoops. Leitzel still holds the inside line though, and Dickerson, woo, slides down coming onto the start straight, loses a little bit of time. And Dickerson almost loops out in the whoops as well, so actually Leitzel's been able to stretch it back out now. Dickerson really having to launch onto that tabletop right now. So at least for the moment, Leitzel has been able to survive the pressure, but this race is still far from over. Probably coming to 3 laps to go this time by. About 1 minute and 7 seconds plus a lap, so as long as they don't do a 1:07 this time by, they are going to have 2 laps to go.
Leitzel just wearing that seat out right now.
There we go. Oh, Leitzel hung up in the berm again. Lappers coming into play. That's Zoe Cross, your fastest qualifier down. Look at Dickerson. He's going to square him off. Look at this. Down the inside. Block pass, and Leitzel gets hung up in the corner. They're still side by side. Oh, here's Leitzel down the inside again. He's going to make the pass right back.
As they cut down so hard.
Side by side and nearly contact. Leitzel's going to pass it back, and they get together. Leitzel is off the bike. Dickerson takes over the race lead, but he's trying to avoid lap traffic. And Dickerson's out front.
It was pretty clean up until that point.
Well, I think that was just a mistake from Leitzel. I don't think there was any ill intent on either side, really. But Leitzel now has it all to play for here as Dickerson did not cross the line with the white flag waving, so it's 2 laps to go still. And
Leitzel with another mistake.
Yeah, he's getting hung up with that lap traffic once again, and it is really coming unraveled quickly. What an amazing battle, though, and Dickerson able to survive the attempts with the pass that he made here in the whoops a lap ago. And then Leitzel was able to square him back off. They went side by side into this corner. And Dickerson has prevailed as the race leader. He's going to come down and get the white flag this time by, with a championship awaiting on the other side. Leitzel still trying to fight down to the very end here, but it is going to be all for naught as he is going to go down once again and still stuck amongst this lap traffic.
Yeah, Zay has this pretty much locked as long as he plays it safe.
Well, Mark,
he's got 15 seconds to play with.
7 years ago, you took this number to the top.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
And it is yet to see the limelight since those days. No championships for the 25 machine, but he is on his way here.
With a wheelie. Showboater. I like it.
Dickerson.
I love it. I want some more of it. Ooh!
Dickerson showing off for the crowd here in New Jersey as he is about to clinch his first Race Factor Gaming Professional Championship here tonight in East Rutherford. And what a crazy season he has put together here. Multiple race victories, has led since the very first race of the season, was nearly perfect until a mishap in the middle of the season. But the 2019 250 East champion is Isaiah Dickerson as he crosses the finish line jump with another victory here in East Rutherford. He survives a valiant battle with Logan Leitzel, and he has taken this championship by storm and will hold the #1 plate on his mantle, leaving New Jersey. Leitzel, a great effort, will come up short as he's going to finish here second. And Tyler Lang, a great ride through the field for his own sake here. Gonna finish up on the podium here in New Jersey. Copeland right behind him there in 4th. Mills looks like he'll round out our top 5 unless he makes a mistake, which he's kind of doing in this last rhythm lane here. Look at Kyle Carpenter is gonna pass Dylan Copeland in the final corner for 5th. No, they're playing the slow race here. Got to be careful. Alex Heckman might get to them, but Carpenter crosses the line in 5th. Mills there in 6th.
The hell was that stuff?
Alex Heckman going to come through here in 7th. 8th for Hubbard as he was a lap down. Gatlin 9th, and Trent Adams rounds out your top 10. Cuts are in and have confirmed that your 2019 250 East Supercross champion is Isaiah Dickerson.
Well done to him. Clearly set himself apart from the pack at the first round and then never relented. Really never gave anyone else a shot at the championship, I feel. He was so flawless the first few rounds, and from then on out, it was everybody's job to hope that they could stand up to him, but really put on the performance that no one could challenge.
And that 250, or I should say the 450 LCQ provided so much action. I thought it couldn't get much better. Well, I'll tell you what, that may have been the best 250 race we've seen all season long with Dickerson and Leitzel going back and forth. You can't ask for a much better challenge to Isaiah Dickerson to try to wrap up this title. And he came out victorious in the end. Great stuff here in New Jersey. And 450 main event coming up next on SYS TV.
I just want to ask Scooty if I can get a song requested right now for Marbles. I'll come play. I'm not going to win, so I can't request a song. But if I can get like the first song, Tim McGraw, I like it, I love it. I would really appreciate that. That would make my whole day.
No one likes country music, Mark.
Nate, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. What's not to like?
I thought that
What
after
is not to like?
I don't like it.
I thought that after tonight,
Stop playing.
with the way you started the night, Mark, that you'd want "Bad Blood" by Taylor Swift. But I'll rock it. I rock the Tim McGraw too.
I love Taylor Swift too.
I'm sure.
You know who I
Scooty-
really like? You know who I really like?
Shania Twain. Me too.
Fucking Randy Travis.
Randy Travis.
Anyone follow Tourette's guy? Or is that
Tourette's
Tourette's
guy?
reference? Yeah.
Yeah,
Who was he
watch it
always?
since, like,
Was it Randy
7th
Travis?
grade. What?
I don't think
feel like
Randy
he'd
Travis
always-
is Tourette's guy.
He would curse like, and he used Randy Travis as a curse word, or was it? Someone's gonna correct me. I love it. That's fine.
All right, we're taking a look at our 450 standings entering the evening here in East Rutherford. Jack Haley maybe needs a small miracle to clinch the championship tonight, but if he can somehow have Seabolt finish 6th or worse, I think I did that math
It's Randy
right.
Travis.
No,
Definitely Randy Travis.
Seabolt 7th or worse, I should say, and Smith 9th or worse, then Jack Haley will be your champion. But that is only with the victory. Once he finishes second, I have lost all hope in my math skills. So
Bob Saget.
I forgot the Bob Saget thing, but yeah, it's on the same level as.
oh yeah, he says,
he goes
Bob
off about his Randy
Saget.
Travis poster. His Randy Travis poster. He's all upset about it.
I don't remember that one.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Here, I'll be back.
All right. Haley stands on the verge of history. He can clinch here tonight. And become the 5th different rider to win the MotoOption Supercross title and the 6th different Premier Class Supercross champion in MX Simulator's history.
Okay, so Shaq counts as not a 450 winner, but Premier.
Correct.
Got her. Shaq won all the ones before 450s?
Yep. 10 and 11.
Wow, fuck him.
Wow, harsh.
What a hog. Championship hog. Selfish as can be.
I have a request for a first-person start, which we actually haven't done all season long, so I'm going to go ahead and go on board the man that we need to keep an eye on here tonight, Jack Haley, for this start here at the main event from East Rutherford. He's in a pretty good position, about 5-6 gates from the inside. You can see that first corner.
He's on the outside of Alexis Leclerc and championship rival Jeremy Siebold.
They're all lined up next to each other. Let's find out what happens. It's round number 16 from East Rutherford right now. Haley, good start. Gets pinched. He's going to go down. I think he got in Adam Holm, Leclerc. A lot of guys. Leclerc was down and backwards on the start straight. Hole shot. Tyson Fresquez, though. This is big news. Fresquez could have won his heat race earlier. He's looking for a career win number 30 to extend.
I'll have to go to the gas station to buy more beer.
Extend his all-time wins record in this series.
Marbles is about to be lit tonight, boys. Y'all better be there.
Want to add a caveat to my statement earlier that Fresquez, technically speaking, of all-time Premier Class wins, wouldn't actually be better than second and third combined, because if you add Brian Haskell in there, Brian is second all-time with 18 career victories, while Jeremy Smith is third all-time with 14. So obviously they would pass each other. But we're not counting Brian's Premier Class victories from back in 2010 and 11, as they were on 250F machines. So Fresquez with the 29 victories, all on 450s. And now Smith trying to challenge and get his first win of the season right here, if he can pass the all-time greatest.
Definitely a pivotal moment for Smith. He needs this win more than anything. I mean, I guess really what he needs is Jack Haley to have a terrible night, but winning would definitely help his case.
This is by far the best we've seen Fresquez ride all season long. Looked great in his heat, pulled away. Obviously a late race mistake, but still, it's kind of that old Fresquez magic a little bit. The flat track looks to be good. His speed all around the racetrack is pretty solid. He's good in the whoops.
Tucking to the inside before these two triples. Quadding out after him. Can't argue with it. Cannot argue with it. That computer I sent him is working great.
It's all that experience that comes with being a 4-time champion of this series, going into one noggin as he tries to work his way around this racetrack with the lead. Jeremy Smith still second, Blakely third. Devin Ryan up to fourth, Hunter Porch is in fifth, Cohenauer is sixth, Haley seventh, Deering eighth, ninth for Janice, 10th for Kyle Robb, 11th for Alexis Leclerc, 12th for Turley, 13th for Eklund, but he's going backwards, so now it's 13th for Leak, 14th for Holm, 15th for Gebhardt, 16th for Eklund, 17th Prokop, 18th Klein, 19th Siebold, 20th Wilcox, 21st Simos, and 21st Martin. So Siebold buried back here, and Jack Haley trying to pass Hunter Porch over the double right now. He is in 7th. So Haley on his march forward. Obviously, as they run, and Smith would definitely still keep the championship alive, while Siebold would not, but Siebold gonna make a charge forward, of course. Whoa, Hunter Porch, I don't think saw Jack Haley right there, just went right across into his line, and now they're linked together on the start straight. They're still stuck. Haley's gonna get going and get back on the racetrack with Porch right behind him, but that actually allowed a lot of riders to close in there. All right, so up front, still Fresquez leading. 16 and a half minutes to go. Jeremy Smith in second, still looking for his first victory on the season thus far. He's been second so many times.
Fresquez looking great out front, tucking those insides, avoiding the berms, just shortening up the track as much as he can where it counts, and not making very many mistakes. Absolutely slaying the whoops each and every time through them. And you know what? We better shut up. This is commentator's curse territory. And we don't want none of that in our lives.
Well, I feel that commentators curse-wise, Fresquez may be the guy that has had it happen the least over his career, because we have talked about him so much in Race Factor Gaming competition over the years, and he just has continued to win and win championships, and it hasn't really affected him that much, although right now he's cracking a little bit under the
affecting him
pressure.
right now.
Yeah, incredibly, as they run right now, Smith actually gonna gain about
That's
8 or
about a
9
second. He was pretty far back of about a lap ago here.
8 or 9 points in the championship, which means he'll be about 10 down going into Vegas, and still has yet to win a race this year. Going into Vegas with 0 victories and that close in the championship would be incredible.
Spencer Turley currently in the 10th position, so that's 1 plus 0. That counts as a win for me.
This battle for the lead, though, is really starting to heat up as Smith is applying the pressure. These two are absolutely gone from the rest of the field right now. Cohenauer sits in 3rd.
They're a whole 2 sections in front of everyone.
Yeah, they are well out in front right now.
This is what you get, man. You put Tyson Fresquez out in front of a race. Jesse Hindy, no doubt, crew chiefing and spotting for him right now. Look at Fresquez doing all the right things, cutting these corners short.
They both just ran their fastest lap of the race last time by. Fresquez at a 57.4, Smith with a 57.2, so obviously 0.2 faster, but really there's nothing in it between them, less than a second for the lead. Smith may be looking for an opportunity when he can to pounce and take over the race lead. And here it is as Fresquez comes up short, Smith down the inside, and to the lead the 4 goes. Fresquez going to try to fight back around the outside. They're going to end up nearly side by side in this rhythm lane. Does Fresquez have a move down the inside? He may well. Look at
Rhythm
this.
lanes here.
Gonna triple and single to the inside. Try to get the lead back. He gets into Smith and gets it right back. So Fresquez has come to play here tonight. He wants to be a spoiler in this championship hunt.
I mean, if either of these guys wins, no one's going to be mad, right?
No, 2 of the by far most likable guys on the racetrack.
Ooh, Smith stepping up his game, getting that quad after the triple there.
The pace out front right now is absolutely incredible, though. Matthias Janis has moved up into the 3 spot. He's going to try to do his best to keep them kind of close. But right now, they have sprinted away from the rest of the field. There's still a lot of racing left to go, folks, so we have 13 minutes and a lap left here.
Oh my goodness, yeah, there is a lot of... I don't know if I'm able to survive.
Jack Haley has moved his way up to 5th for what it's worth. And Seabolt now inside of the top 10 in P number 10, right behind Spencer Turley. Is Smith trying to get the lead back?
Smith just not able to get an inside on the 2 of Fresquez as he skirts around all his insides as he goes tripling over the finish line back to the inside before this next triple.
I'd be curious to know. It looks like Fresquez is a little bit faster by going inside before the jump, but Smith actually gains time by going outside after.
I mean, definitely Fresquez extends his lap just after the finish line every single lap. It's where he's most comfortable. Did I say lap or lead?
You said lap, but I know you meant lead.
Yeah. He extends his lead every time right after the finish line, and then Smith kind of closes up the rest of the lap, and then they cross the finish line. Fresquez uses those sneaky insides, and it kind of opens up a gap a little bit, and then it closes up again. It's quite the struggle right now for Smith trying to get around and hold the lead.
And I think this line in the back here, I think Fresquez may pick up on what Smith is doing, that 2-3-2 line. It may work in his favor.
Oh. Kind of looking towards the back here. Cohenauer just lost 7th. Over the berm, coming out of the whoops.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye on what's going down back here.
So as you mean, tons
of lappers going down here in the whoops, and this battle for second.
Fresquez made a slight mistake.
Mark Turley was in 7th there.
Yeah.
As he went down.
Well, I'll tell you, that's worse than 10 plus 0. So
Smith applying tons of pressure. He's going to triple over the top of him and takes over the race lead again. So down, Fresquez over the bars. Down he goes. He was trying a little too hard to get that off. If he had just checked up, he'd have been fine. And Matthias Janis isn't that far back now. Oh, but he's going to go down in the same spot. Oh, my goodness. So Fresquez is going to have to go back to work here. Jeremy Smith, though, has the lead. And he's got to try to win this thing to keep his championship hopes.
Now we see Smith cutting those inside lines. At least 2 of them. Skipped the last one.
You mean cut down or actually cut bales?
No, not cutting down, but he was running the berms in those 3 corners after the finish line while Fresquez was gaining time by cutting insides.
I have a feeling these lappers are going to make a much bigger difference in this race than we saw in the 250 main event. There are tons of quick guys already coming up on.
Who do you got here? Is this Will Whiteley?
Right in front of them is Eduardo Simos on the 51.
Doo-doo.
Right behind Fresquez is Craig Leake on the 11. So Jan is kind of all alone in 3rd. Gebhardt trying to trail him down in 4th. Deering is in 5th. He's holding off Jack Haley. And look at here, Jeremy Seebold has caught up to Haley. So it is actually still all to play for here championship-wise. And Seebold's going to get the pass done as Haley missed the rhythm. So Seebold now gaining points in the championship after a horrible start to his main event. Very interesting dynamic here. And Haley trying to counter back on Seebold, but not going to be able to do it. So Seebold holding off the position, Kohenauer behind them, and Devin Ryan, Leclerc all but out of it in terms of race victory and obviously out of the championship hunt as well. So there will be no repeat for the championship this year out of Leclerc. By the way, Fresquez has copped up 2nd as that battle for 2nd has now gone to Janis and Gebhardt as Gebhardt absolutely explodes in the whoops. As Grant Langston would say, he was going through the whoops and his suspension just went whoop-a-doo-doo-doo, whooping. Whoa, Seebold riding the nose into the corner there. Trying to get around Ash Deering is Seebold. This is crucial championship points-wise. Gebhardt back ahead of his teammate Haley now. So this is really actually developing quite nicely for our championship contenders, with Smith potentially going to win this race as Seebold makes the move on Deering.
This is definitely what Seebold and Smith were hoping for tonight.
Jack Haley is off the racetrack. He's going to lose more spots. Back to 10th now.
Is this the worst finish of the year for Haley?
It really could be. This is not going well for the championship leader.
I said Gebhardt just made a really good move on Deering. As he makes one also on Ash Deering. Moving up.
So yeah, it is Gebhardt moving forward, trying to chase down Seebold.
Oh, we had... who was down there? Matthias Janis.
Yeah, Matthias Janis down in between the double jump there. So everybody gaining a position. It is now Smith, Fresquez, Seebold, Gebhardt, Deering, Janis, Kohenauer, Ryan, Leclerc, Haley, top 10 as we run a little past the halfway point of this race. So much action going on. I don't want to quite do a top 10 rundown, but if it were to be a top 10 rundown, this would be sponsored by MV Films, as there's about a gallon of their riders on the racetrack every week. So, of course, want to give a shout out to all the guys at MV Films. Jeremy Kohenauer putting on a solid program there as Tyson Fresquez is in danger of losing 2nd to Seebold.
Oh, likely in the way, and Leake just ahead of him. Leake places the jump.
And Seebold goes through into 2nd. So our 2 championship must-do-so contenders in terms of gaining points tonight are moving forward and in the best positions they can be in. With Jack Haley still a little ways back.
So actually my naiveness,
Naivety.
they stay where they are, or just bring it down to Vegas, right?
This absolutely brings it down to Vegas if they stay where they are, with Smith leading right now and Haley is in P8 right now. So Haley would pick up 15 points, and Smith would pick up 26 points, which means that an 18-point lead would go down to 7 over Jeremy Smith. And Siebel running in second as they run. He may still win this race, but he'd pick up 23 points to Haley's 15, which means a 16-point lead would go down to an 8-point lead. Smith would actually take over second in the championship standings, and it would be an 8-point gap between the top 3 in the final round of the series if they stay where they are. But this is obviously still tentative as Smith is slowly fading back towards Jeremy. Siebel to Siebel's down! Siebel jumped off the side into the whoops, and he's going to go down. Fresquez back through. Gebhardt goes through. Siebel trying to get going here in fourth. Janice, Deering, Kohenauer, and now Haley putting the pressure on Kohenauer, and Deering ahead of him. At the very least, it looks like we are taking this championship to Vegas unless something very, very dramatic happens. Whether or not it'll be very close or still kind of tough for them to pass Haley is an unknown at the moment, as Kohenauer is going to cough up 7th as Haley goes right on by. Oh, actually, Kohenauer gives it to him.
Give it up.
Kohenauer puts Haley off the track, and Haley coming back on sideways is going to lose a spot to Leclerc jumping over top of him. And Haley almost goes down even. So Haley back into 9th, loses another point. And again, with Smith leading this main event, that would bring the points tally down to just a 6-point lead over Jeremy Smith at the final round if it stays like it is. Still 4 minutes and a lap to go. Well, Jeremy Smith, the New Jersey native, is... Oh, Gebhardt gets into Fresquez and takes them both down. Oh my goodness, a huge block pass for second. And that's going to allow Siebel back into the mix. He's going to try to get Gebhardt for second, and he's going to do it. Gebhardt trying to fight back. He's going to try to cross underneath, but Siebel has a position for now, so Smith, actually a benefactor of that because he was making a few mistakes, now opens up his lead a little bit more. Battle for second still brewing here, though, as Gebhardt looking for a move on Siebel. Siebel nails the quad. Back here we have Fresquez trying to hold off Blakely, who's a lap down. And Matthias Janis not too far behind that. Championship drama here in East Rutherford. And we're still 2.5 minutes and a lap from the finish line here. Keep an eye on this battle for second. Gebhardt's got a better line, but he's going to case the triple mid-rhythm, and Siebel's going to get away. So it opens up the race gap a little bit more. Jeremy Smith looking for his first win of the season, his 15th of his career, and maybe at the biggest time of his career in this game. Never, ever has Jeremy Smith gone into the final round of the series with a chance to win the Supercross title. And at the very least right now, he is going to have that opportunity. Whether or not it is going to be a really good chance or not is all up to where Jack Haley finishes this main event, as he still runs in 8th with Leclerc 3 seconds behind him. Man, oh man, could you ask for any more out of this one?
I mean, yeah. I hate to feel like seem needy, but yeah, I could. I'd like to see it tied headed into Vegas. Know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying for sure, as Matthias Janis putting some lap traffic down as Zach Prokop and Chase Blakely stuck behind them. Gebhardt has gone down. Gebhardt's stuck in the berm right there. He's going to slide back into the 5 spot. Ash Deering trying to go by him as Gebhardt hops back onto the track. Oh, and Janis went down too. And Janis has a double fall off. And Haley's gone down. Haley's going to lose a spot to Leclerc. Janis trying to get going, still ahead of Jack Haley here. Haley's gone all the way back to 9th now. Not out of the realm of possibility he loses a position to Sean Klein, but I mean, you would need another fall off at that point. And Adam Holm also there.
Well, he had Smith down. Who else was down there? Leclerc's or no?
Oh yeah, Smith went
Kolar
down.
with a fall off. That's going to allow Haley to recover one position. Should put him back into the 8th spot.
Man, oh man, this battle for the lead has suddenly gotten really hot,
Oh,
really
and
fast.
Haley with a fall off. And the battle for the lead heats up as well. Oh, jeez.
2 to go here in New Jersey. Haley is working his way backwards as the 2 guys that have the best chance at gaining the most points on him are about to fight for the victory here. And I'll tell you what, if they get together, this isn't out of the realm of possibility that Fresquez still has a chance to win this main event, sitting in 3rd right now.
It's going to be a rough night.
If you're Seabolt here,
Oh wow!
Seabolt
Fresquez
just
is-
destroying this track right now.
do you go for the win if you're Seabolt, or knowing that you could lose more points if you crash? Or do
I
you
mean, you're
settle
only
in?
going to lose his position to Fresquez at this point.
That
So
could
it's really
be
only
crucial
one
in the
position
championship.
lost. I mean, I say
it's a
you,
game
you take
3 or
the extra
lose
3
2.
points. You got to go for the extra 3 at this point. I mean, you're what, 18 points back already?
16 back for Seabolt. 18 back for Smith as they cross the line with 1 lap to go and Spencer Turley ahead of him. Turley just moves right off the racetrack as Jeremy Smith trying to win his first race of the season. Seabolt trying to just get another victory here. Oh man, Smith missed the rut exiting the corner and Seabolt's got a great
Not gonna get the
drive.
quad.
Seabolt didn't get it
Seabolt.
either.
Through the whoops they go, and a tight formation.
Got to keep an eye on where Haley is. He is still P9, a couple seconds behind Janice, and only 4 ahead of Adam Holm. Oh my goodness, Jeremy Smith blitzing those whoops perfectly. Gets the triple in. Seabolt's still lurking. He's going to have to make a desperation pass at this point.
Comes
Smith
down to this rhythm lane.
gets the triple
Can they get
Triple.
the triple out or double out, whatever they got going on?
and
Smith
goes for the triple out
with
into
a
the
slight
corner.
mistake, able
Still
to
gets
cut
to the inside. He's going to have
Same
to...
rhythm.
He's not going to get the line. Seabolt jumps to the inside. They get
Oh,
together. Oh, there's
my
contact. Jeremy Smith wins the East Rutherford Supercross as Seabolt crosses the line in second right behind him. 1.9 down. Oh, man, as Fresquez crosses the line in third. Woo! Gebhardt fourth. Leclerc all the way up to fifth. Cohenauer looks like he's going to have to battle Deering for sixth. Deering doesn't want to go down here. So 6th and 7th, Haley crosses the line in 8th. That is huge, and I'll tell you why in a second. Let's wait for everybody to come across the line. Holm is going to be 9th, 10th for Janice, and then 11th for Klein, who was the second to last guy in the lead lap. Devin Ryan's still coming through. Oh my goodness, almost lost my voice. All right, so here's where we are, folks. As long as this is confirmed as Jeremy Smith taking the victory, gotta wait for cuts to come in, of course. Still waiting. There it is. And confirmed, Smith takes the victory. Haley gets 8th, which means that Jeremy Smith is moved into 2nd in the championship. And he is only 7 points down of Jack Haley going into the final round. Jeremy Seabolt only 8 points down of Jack Haley going into the final round. 8 points separate your top 3. 1 round to go in Las Vegas. It doesn't get much better than that, folks. I'll tell you that much.
And most notably, tonight, Haley lost more than 8 points.
Exactly. So if Haley has another bad round like Vegas last week, these guys have a chance to win this championship, when really coming into this week it looked pretty bleak. But it is all to play for now with 1 round left to go in Las Vegas. Incredible stuff here in East Rutherford. Mark's tracking open another beer. Tyson Fresquez makes his return to racing, lands on the podium. He's trying to keep that
Not
number
in.
2.
I'm not in for the 1 lap extravaganza
Neither am I.
post 450 main event.
Oh, no points, huh?
Oh, hang on. We're getting another. My paddles aren't working, so I'm screwed anyways. But
Well, want to give a big thanks to everybody that tuned in tonight. We had another night of over 100 viewers for the main events, and that's been this case all season long. So really, we can't thank you guys
nice.
enough for the continued support. Incredible that you guys continue to come out and watch these amazing races, and so glad that we get to bring a championship down to the wire for you guys in MX Simulator. Want to give a big shout out, of course, to all of our sponsors: Race Factory Gaming, MotoOption, Race Tech Suspension, Tagger Designs, Versus PC, MV Films, MXS Lobby, Ride365.com, Justin Productions. Who else am I missing? I think I may have gotten most everybody. Of course, MX Simulator as well for always helping out. We're on the gate, Mark. We're going to do a one-lapper here.
I got no throttle, bro. So I'm gonna lose my undefeated streak for sure. Don't forget that the 250 West Coast title is also not wrapped up. Craig Richards, with a large lead, reported that he will not be able to race. All up to Craig Leake to have a solid finish and be able to close the gap.
I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up into you and screw you over.
So, what's points looking like on that coast?
Richards has got 20 some. And he's got 20 points over Leak or whatever, so Leak just needs to finish like third or better, I believe, to secure it, or to win it. But it was reported that Richards was not going to be able to make Vegas. All right, I'm not able to get to the finish line to hit Kellen as he crosses it. I tried my best, guys. Oh, wait, I can still get there. Hold on. You better have my skins installed, Kellen, when you come past me.
Oh, yard sale.
Oh, is this for the win? Is this going to count? Tricycle. Jacob Hubbard out here trying to screw you out of the win. I got someone. Oh, it's just...
Yeah, it was me.
It's Nate. Just Nate.
I
got an SOS rider! There it was! It was Kellen! I got him. Is my skin? You have my skins. Good. So proud of you, Kellen.
What do you have on your chest?
What? I got PMS logo and TLD.
Okay. Well, that's going to do it for all of us here at Start Your Systems. Want to give a big thanks, of course, to Mark Zeidler, Nathan Zaworski. Thank you guys again for joining me in the booth. Good fun tonight. And a great series has been almost completed. One left to go. And we'll see you guys all next week. Same time, same place. Las Vegas finale. It doesn't get much better than this. And I hope it gets a whole lot more exciting as we go into the final round next week. So thanks again for watching. And we'll see you guys then. Bye.
Well, I'm just waiting for a mate, as I said.